Good evening. How are you? My name's Alejandro. I'll be your dietitian for the day. So, how's your day been going so far?
Pretty good, pretty
Pretty
good.
good. Haven't been waiting too long, I hope.
No, not at
Awesome. All right. So let's get started. I asked you to bring in a 24-hour food recall. I don't know
Yes.
if you brought that in with you. If I could get that from you, thank you very much. So, Ms. Vasquez, could you start off just telling me a little bit about yourself? Maybe your daily activities. What do you do?
all. Daily activities. I work for car insurance, so my schedule's pretty busy.
Okay.
So I have a pretty set schedule it's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then after that is pretty much my free time, but tends to get a little bit busy sometimes, so just fluctuates on time sometimes.
Okay. Wow, that does sound like a very busy schedule. So, and if you don't mind me asking, what is the reason for you coming in today?
I want to improve my diet plan.
Your diet planning. Okay. So that must be hard with a busy schedule that you have yourself set.
You would think it is, but it's not. I have like everything pinpointed to my timing, but it's just the fact that motivation is the key for me. I just don't have it to be able to go ahead and set myself a good meal plan.
Okay, so I hear you're lacking motivation to set up a meal plan.
Yes, and exercising.
Okay. So now that I have your food recall in front of me, can you walk me through a day in Jeanette's life? Maybe from when you wake up, what you eat, maybe what you snack on in between meals, how many meals a day you have.
Okay, so I would wake up at 8:25, between 8:30. By the I'm out of the door by 9:30. I'm at work by 9:45, so I can be either eating breakfast between 9:30 and 45, and after that, it's depending on how early I get to work and stuff like that. Either eat a bagel or I'll eat yogurt sometimes or even oatmeal, but I just wouldn't eat a full breakfast. It's not my heaviest meal of the day. Then by 1 to 2 p.m., I have my lunch, and that usually is where the bad food comes in because I tend to usually eat a lot of fast food, whatever's around me. And then I don't eat again until maybe about 8:30 to 9. So I go a while without it. I do not snack throughout the day. And then by the time I get home, I either decide to make dinner, and if I don't, then we usually eat out and once again fast food. But and I don't actually go to the gym, so
Okay, so I understand that from the time you wake up to the time your first meal is consumed, it's probably about an hour in between. Would you
yeah.
say that's correct? Okay. And so your heaviest meal of the day wouldn't be your breakfast?
Yeah.
No? Okay. So for lunch, you were telling me about these bad meals. What would you consider a bad meal? What kind of fast food do you go and take out?
Usually, depending on what office I'm at, it could be between Del Taco or even Jack in the Box. Sometimes, depending on my day, there is a Mexican food restaurant next to me. Or I do like white rice with chicken a lot, so I tend to go and get that for lunch as well. But it just depends on my mood that day, on how busy I am, how much time I have, and stuff like that.
Okay, okay. And now that you bring up your mood, how does that affect your mood? Eating these fast food, greasy foods, does that make
Makes
you
me
feel
feel slow,
makes you feel slower? Okay.
heavy, loaded.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I also see a big gap from between your really big meal of the day till your next meal. Is there a reason why you don't like to snack in between that time, or is that just because?
Busy hour, it's peak hour. So I
Okay.
don't really have personal time between that hour. It's just so busy since I work by myself that it just overwhelms, and it's just like I won't eat until either my boyfriend gets out of work and then we just go and eat, or I come home and make food.
Okay. So I see that your issue really is a lot of motivational stuff because as I see right here, you have your day structured maybe a little bit better than mine. So, uh, let's see, you say this does affect you physically, correct? It
Yes.
makes you feel slow, bloated. And mentally, emotionally, does this like make you, does it affect you? Does it make you happier? Does it make you feel worse? Is
It
there
makes
any?
me feel worse because I feel like my body has just blown up. Like I've actually gained a lot of weight, and I know it's because of my eating habits, and I know it's because I don't actually go and exercise. So that's my point. It's that I want to improve that. I want to get better at eating better, and then actually going and getting the motivation to go to the gym, and not just, oh, I'm too tired, or not today, I'll go tomorrow, or find any excuse just not to go.
Okay, so I hear that you are interested in changing. That's
Yes.
what I'm getting out of this, that you do want to improve your eating habits and maybe add a little bit of physical activity in this. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Helping me set up motivational goals for myself.
so you would think maybe a little motivation to achieve certain goals would help?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you feel about maybe some short-term goals, something we could work with, I don't know, maybe within 2 to 3 weeks, so we could see a little bit of change at a time?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, I see one of the big problems is your lunches and not having enough time. So what do you say about preparing yourself lunch for at least 3 to 6 days out of your work week? You think that's a
Doable.
doable? Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, that's good. And then I also heard that you were interested in maybe getting some physical activity in.
Yes.
Okay, so would you think it'd be possible to maybe get 3 days a week in the gym, maybe for an hour, maybe 30 minutes?
Yes. I
Yeah.
would like a lot more, but
I mean, we
we
gotta
gotta start
start. We gotta start. We gotta get the ball rolling. So, and you would say your overall goal to this would be,
to lose weight, to feel confident, to just get back to the way I used to be.
okay, so I understand by you saying used to be, maybe you have an idea of what is required to do, correct? Like
Yes.
what's needed of it. Okay, well, that's good. So, on a scale of 1 through 10, how willing are you to make this change?
I would say like an 11.
Like an
Mhm.
11? Okay.
I would say
well, that's-
15, but you know.
Okay, well, I mean,
Mhm.
we need 10. So as long as you're at a 10, we're perfect. We're gold. Okay, so that's good. I also see on your sheet over here, oh, where did I leave it? There you go. That you have a really big gap from 6:15 till 8:30. And is there anything that happens between that gap?
I'm stuck in traffic,
Okay.
and I come home, and I get comfortable, and depends, either it's a day where I will make dinner, so I start making dinner,
Okay.
or there's days where I'm not making dinner, and I just tend to be really comfortable and just watch TV.
Okay. Well, and I understand the traffic situation is hard. It's, it could probably ruin your whole day. If you are motivated to do something, it'll destroy that for you. Well, how about this? We've set up our goals, correct? And we know what we want for ourselves, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what if I have you come back in at the beginning of next month and just try to keep a log of what you eat and the days you go to the gym and the workouts that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Just something to keep ourselves in check and make sure that we're getting that done. You know, because I know it's probably going to be hard on the weekends, and I understand. But we could just try, and I mean, right here, they seem pretty attainable. 3 out of 6 days preparing lunch and 3 days out of your week,
Mm-hmm.
we should be good. So try to keep a log of as much stuff as possible and come back in at the beginning of the month, and we'll see where we stand there.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it.